Yo, what is up, guys? This is StallionHurdler, and we're back with Kerbal Space Program. And where we left off, we launched our first Apollo capsule in a test mission around in low Earth orbit, and now it's time to bring them home. As you can see, they got the Earth outside their windows there. Let's go back out, and they've already did their orbits, and now I've already planned them their journey back home. So we're gonna go up to the burn maneuver I have up here to deorbit them. And they should be crashing in the Atlantic just off the coast of Florida, if we do this burn correctly. So we're gonna fast forward over here. Well done. Okay, 1 minute left. Perfect. So now we got the RCS on. We're gonna turn the caps over, and by turning this, it's also gonna get fuel flow back down to the engine, so we can ignite it. So we're gonna point retrograde. Slow down. Don't do it too fast. Okay, we can go ahead and ignite that engine now. We got ignition. Go ahead and turn RCS off now. We don't need it. Stabilize. About to have to cut engine here. 2, 1, 0. Cut. Okay, let's see where we're at. Let's see if I need to adjust this with some RCS. Okay, it says we are going to be crashing. Yeah, we need to accelerate a little bit. Just pushing some RCS right now, trying to get that. I mean, landing in the Gulf is perfectly fine. That's close enough to Florida. But is it doing RCS? No, it's not. Look at that. Why are you not? Oh, it's turned. RCS turned off. There we go. Now we are. See, I'm gonna bump this back up. Come on, you can do it. It's getting there. So the Apollo, I mean, it worked beautifully. I let it be in orbit more than 11. See, I'm at 13 because I wanted to see how long this oxygen would last, how good the fuel cells ran, and everything like that. And it's perfectly fine for a moon mission. I was just testing to make sure everything is working properly. Okay, now we're good on that. So now we're gonna. We're gonna coast a little bit with the service module still attached until we get probably to the day side. As you can see, our altitude is dropping pretty fast. Yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and let it off in sunrise. So what we're gonna do? See, I've got it set up. I want to save just in case something goes wrong here. So I'm gonna quick save this. And let's see here. And I guess let's see if we can stage it. And looks good. Looks good. Beautiful separation. Dennis there telling people back home the separation was good, obviously. Look at that. It's a nice little. It's got the fuel tanks in there. All the oxygen tanks. And everything. It's pretty cool. Okay, so now we're going to let that coast away from us. Let that fly out. And once we get to about 170 here, now we're gonna flip. We're gonna turn our stuff on. We're gonna flip to retrograde, just like that. And they are coming in now. Through this deorbit here, I'm probably just going to fast forward it for you guys. Because re-entries on real solar system, if you don't know, they take a while. Like there's the moon service module. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's a little nice trio there. But yeah, what I'm probably gonna do is just fast forward through this re-entry right here. So I will see you guys back either at the Space Center or back on the launch pad. I haven't decided yet. So I'll see you guys back then. Okay, guys, so I'm back, and I went to after that landing there, I went and what I did was I noticed when I landed, I didn't have the floating rings when Apollo splashed down in the ocean. So I'm gonna put those on. But another thing that I did after that success, I went to the contract, looked at the contract menu, and I found a contract for the first crewed lunar landing. So that's what we're doing here today. We're gonna implement all of Apollo now. Let's see, float spheres right here. These are the ones. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take this off right now, and then we're gonna put these float spheres on, and we put them on things for I think maybe on these. Let's see. I mean, even if that's not where they go, they're hidden pretty good there. I mean, yeah, right now. What do these look like when they deploy? Yeah, that does not look right. Okay, let's see if we can't get them. Maybe like, I hope they don't burn up. You know, right there. Let's see, 1, 2. There's only 3 of those. What's it look like if it deploys right there? See, it's not right. Maybe on the maybe I'm supposed to put it like kind of on the heat shield. Like right there. What's that look like? Yeah, that looks right. Yeah, that's right. And these things do have a high heat. Max temperature. 1,000 Kelvin. Yeah, it's pretty. We'll see. I mean, if those blow up, it's not a biggie because you can obviously land without them. I just want to, you know. Do those have a? Get off. Do those have? Oh, is that them right there? No. Where's the float ring? Do they not have a staging button? Wow, they don't. Okay, well, we will just, I guess we'll set them up an action group. So, action group. Float spheres on custom 3, toggle float, and we'll set that as number 3. And now we'll plop this on. And then we got to get this row out the Saturn V here. That's what we gonna do. So, which one was which was number 1 and number 2 is just toggling the couple, and that is okay. That's my safety one. Okay, just make sure I had that correctly. Now we are going to bring out the Saturn V, but this time we are going to include our lunar module. So now we're gonna plop that. Fits perfectly. But now we are gonna take. Let's take one of these off. We are going to put in the lunar module. LUNAR. Okay, here we are. Okay, so we got the Apollo lunar module Ascent. Yes, there is. Okay, good. Let's see. Which one's the stock? And I think this is the fast fill one, right? That's the stock one. Yeah. Now I need to also make sure I'm doing this correctly. So we're going to take that off. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. We're going to open. Don't save. Kind of load a new one. I need a new one. New. Here we go. Don't save. Actually, I should have saved because I put those floatings on. Oh well. Anyways, we're gonna build a lunar module and then we're gonna put it as a sub-assembly. It'll be so much easier to put it in that way. So we got that. We need the stage separator. Oh, actually, we need the engine. Don't forget that. We need that. That goes right up in there. If I can get that to work. Let's see, maybe if, this side might be easier to slide it in. I want that, clip. I'm having problems. People. There should be a node in there that allows this to, go in. Right there, come on. Oh, what is going on? Okay, I'm going to cut this part out of the video too, and I'm going to just speed it up. And I'll meet you guys on the launch pad, but it won't be with Apollo, it'll be with our Jupiter mission. But this, the moon mission is going to be our next Silent flight, so we'll be there then. So I'll check you guys out then. Okay guys, we're back here, and we are ready for another launch here. This is our probe that's going to Jupiter. If you can notice, this is the Titan 3 rocket, the exact same launch vehicle that launched the Voyager probes and many others throughout the late 70s to the late 90s, I believe, until it got retired. So let's go ahead and start this launch right here. We're going to kick up the engines. Let those build up to full thrust before we ignite the solids and release the clamps. And there we go. And off she goes. On the way to Jupiter. This is our first mission going to the outer planets. So it's a pretty big deal right here. Let's see here. Can I thrust these? No, these do not throttle. So I really don't need so much thrust right there, but yeah, they do not throttle, so that's okay. So far, it's looking like a good flight here. Let's see here. Sound's been messing up, like it's been cutting out for a reason like that. I don't know if you guys, if it cuts out for you, it's right there, but like you hear the engine, it just cuts off for a minute. I don't know what's wrong with the sound right now, but I don't know. Let's see here. It's a beautiful launch though. Look at that plume coming out. Now, for some reason on this launch vehicle, the solids, or my core stage with the the liquid field stage, it's burning out too fast. It's burning out before the solids do, and I don't know why. I've got the correct core stage to go with those solids. These are all supposed to work together, so I don't know why it's burning out faster than the sides. I mean, this launch will still work. But because I've launched this vehicle one other time, the launch vehicle that is, it was for that Mercury probe. The launch, but I mean, it still performed fine. It's just it's kind of scary when I release these solids sometimes, because last time I released them before they burned out, and they almost just took out the entire launch vehicle. So I have to make sure I let them burn out correctly this time. So we're getting ready to stage here. See, core shuts off before my solids, and I'm not really entirely for sure why. We're going to go to the onboard computer though. We're going to wait for this rated thrust to go down, and it has. So now we're going to throttle up. We're going to cut those off. See, obviously those are supposed to separate before that, but we'll just I'll have to figure out why that stage is burning out faster than those. But nonetheless, we are still on course. We need to separate the fairings, so now you can see the probe in there. Nothing much, but as you can see, we got radioisotopes there for our energy, because we'll be too far away to use solar panels that I have right now. But so far we are on course. The vehicle just got a lot smaller. It's about to get even smaller, because that's the only thing that's going to be going to Jupiter. How many ignitions does this got? 0. Oh yeah, I got the Centaur upper stage. I was about to think I just ruined this mission, but no, I do have the Centaur upper stage, so that's good. see. I might speed this part. I'm not sure. Look, there's the moon. That's pretty. That's a pretty little spot there. I'm not entirely for sure yet because of it's according to how long this launch takes. Because it's going to take me a while to speed up to orbital velocity. Because I'm carrying another stage up here, 3-stage launch vehicle right here. But we'll see. Let's make sure my staging is correct. Yes, yes. I might. No, I can do that because the Centaur stage has its own RCS, so that's always nice. I really love the Centaur stage. The Centaur stage is my favorite upper stage on here. It's still used today, not this one obviously, but the Atlas V, it uses a Centaur stage. It's obviously been upgraded a lot since the 70s, so. But it's a very good stage. Let's see. We're making some progress on this horizontal velocity here. Moon's now up above the horizon there. Yeah, so I got the lunar module. It took me longer than expected, but I eventually got it attached inside the Saturn V's payload. So it should be it is under construction right now. Apollo 2, because we've only launched one Apollo, so Apollo 2 is going to be our first manned mission to land on the moon, which is crazy. If you look at my highlight videos, it's not the first time I've been to the moon, because in my highlight video I have a flyby, but I didn't do the flyby of the moon with Apollo, I did it with Gemini. So if you haven't checked that out, go to my highlight videos. It's called Gemini to the Moon, and that was that mission. So I've already been to the moon with people. Now it's time to land on the moon, and that's what Apollo 2 is going to do in 147 days. So that will be our next mission, if I don't. No, actually, our Mars mission. We'll have a Mars launch. It won't get to Mars, but we will have the launch, and then we will have our Apollo 2 land on the moon after that. And after that, we'll do Venus, and Mars will be, the Mars mission should arrive and everything. I believe that Mars mission, yeah, these are mapping missions, so they will map out the surface, and once I know what the surface looks like and stuff, I can get a better understanding where I want my probes to land. Because I do have contracts now in the, that building, I forget what it's called. Mission Control. I've got contracts in Mission Control now that are for landing on Mars with a probe, so we will do that next. So now we separate and we start up the Centaur stage. Kick that guy out of here. He will deorbit. Keep that orbital debris down low. And now the Centaur stage. Now the Centaur stage lasts a long time. It burns liquid hydrogen, so it's very efficient. It kind of fades into the haze there, don't it? That's weird. But it lasts a long time. But I need to angle up because I'm kind of losing that. Let's see, let's go ahead and orientate ourselves level, the vehicle level there. What we also probably going to do is turn on the RCS and kind of vent some of this. Oh! I did not shut my probe's fuel off. There we are. Oh my gosh, what? Do I have a fuel tank on here? Somewhere that probe's losing some fuel. Crossfeed is false, so yeah, that's onboard fuel. Where's that fuel at? I might have snuck a fuel tank in here somewhere. Let's see here, what's that? That's just the antenna. Oh, there it is. Yeah, turn that off. I did sneak a fuel tank in there. Okay, yeah. So what we want to do is kind of vent some of this out, because it's all that fuel, it weighs a lot. So we want to vent some of that out to get some better performance out too. And so that's what we'll do. We'll try to get some of that fuel out, excess fuel out. Help us get in orbit faster too. Let's see, what's my vertical velocity? -6. Let me just a second. That's perfectly fine. That's pretty good. Now we're starting to increase it already, so let's go ahead and arc down a little bit. Right there. Okay. Power sliding into orbit. See, it kind of looks like we're sliding how we're angled up. There's that stage going back down to crash into the ocean. Okay, we're about to reach orbital velocity here. Yeah, as you guys can see, these launches last a lot longer than stock Kerbal. It's because I think Kerbin is 10 times smaller than the real Earth, so as you can imagine, it takes 10 times more to get into orbit. So it takes a lot longer for launches on here. And landing, like I played stock Kerbal a few days ago, and I landed on the moon, and it was like so fast, like you just barely burn a little bit and you already landed. And on here you have to, like, it takes a long time to land, to slow all the way down to land, and you can't land like you do on stock Kerbin. Like on stock Kerbin, you'll turn retrograde, you'll burn, and you stop pretty fast and you just fall straight down and land. On this, you cannot do that. Like you don't stop going horizontal until you like touch down. Like it's like a perfect arc to landing the entire way. Like I don't know, I'll show you guys pretty soon, because it's obviously gonna be our not the next mission, but the next one after that, and I'll show you guys what it's like and how much longer it actually takes. And it's a lot harder too, because you don't have unlimited ignitions on real solar system, obviously. You got a finite amount of ignitions, so you have to do it a one constant burn all the way to landing. You can't start your engines, cut it, start your engine, cut it. You have to do a constant burn all the way till you touch down. So it's got to be a perfect burn, because you got limited fuel too, so you can't be going crazy on your throttle either. We're about to reach orbit here though. How much fuel is that? Okay, yeah, keep hitting that out. Vent that out until we shut down here. -6. -5. -4. -3. -2. -1. 0. And then we come back up, so we go 1 and then 2 and then cut. 2. Go ahead and cut. Okay. We are in orbit now. Everything's looking good, reading good, so now we're going to plot our maneuver here. So what we want to do is we want to target Jupiter. Go back to target selection, Jupiter. Now Jupiter's in our sights. Jupiter is... Whoa, what's going on? Why does it say loading? I didn't jump to the Space Center, did I? Is this Explorer 1? What? This is one of my early weather satellites. Why did I jump here? What the? Oh my gosh, hold on, let me jump back. See, the game's glitching out. See, it's saying Apollo, food, water depleted. Apollo's returned to Earth a long time ago. I gotta find my satellite now. Oh jeez. See, Apollo, splashed down. I don't know why it's still there. I've obviously recovered that a long time ago. This game's been messing up for me for a little bit. Just recently. I don't know why. Where? Okay, vessels. I need to go back to... go back to target selection. Rendezvous. Go back to type. Probes. Obviously, Outer Explorer 1. Where's that at? Where's Outer Explorer 1? It should have highlighted it. Got so many freaking probes. Okay, there it is. Is that it? Right there? Is that it? Outer Explorer 1? Switch to. Okay. This better not be messed up. But we're going to find out right here. Because all I got to do is get the kick to Jupiter. And then the video will be over. Because I'm running late on time again, like I always do. 30 minutes playing this just goes by so fast. Okay, let's see. Okay, we're back. Okay, Jupiter is the target. Is my camera messing up? If you notice, my camera's kind of shifting. I don't know. We need to get a Jupiter. Make jab. Give me a rendezvous planner. Home and trans. Okay, wrong one. Wait, no. Rendezvous target must be in the same influence. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh yeah, I need maneuver planner. Yeah, I need maneuver planner. Okay, fine. No, we need a home and transfer to target. Create node. Target. What? You're joking, right? Maybe it's transfer. Oh yeah, it's transfer to another planet. You can't. I don't know why it does that. Transfer to another planet as soon as possible. Create node. Okay, there we go. 6,000 meters a second. What? Really? Is it that expensive? Oh wait, right here. What? Oh wait, I got my fuel cut off. Yeah, okay, I got enough. Yeah, I was about to freak out. I was like, I don't even have enough to get there. Jupiter's usually pretty easy to get to. As you, is that? Yeah, it's Jupiter. Okay. It's pretty easy to get to. It's so big that as long as you shoot somewhere in the ballpark, you're going to get captured by its gravity, just because it's so freaking massive. So we got the node in just 12 minutes. Not bad at all. So let's fast forward just a little bit, because obviously we're out of connection here, so we need to make sure we got to have connection to start this burn. Actually, no, I don't think I do. I think the onboard computer, which will have connection anyway, so it don't matter. Because I've already got RCS active and stuff, so I can kick up my engines without that, I believe. But let's see here. We're going to go ahead and we'll start at 1 minute there. That'll be good. That'll be fun. Go ahead and point the spacecraft. See, just that little kick right there. Kick the engines back on. And let's see here. We need to go ahead and kick those engines up. And we're going to vent all the fuel out of this. We're going to vent all this out. Get every little kick out of the Centaur stage we can do so we can save as much fuel on the probe as possible. So we're going to kick. And we're also going to fast forward this. We can fast forward this burn right here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, we're out of RCS. Yeah, when you fast forward it, some reason SAS messes up a little bit. That's why it's doing that. I don't know why, but it does that. But yeah, we're still on course, so it's fine. And we want to fast forward this burn because we don't want to sit here for a good 6 minutes. What it was. Usually, what I do on outer probes is instead of doing on probe fuel, especially if I want to do like a chief orbit around, what you'll have to do is you'll have to have a solid kick motor underneath the probe there. And what I'll do before this engine burns out, I'll spin it up, to spin stabilize it, and then you, once this burns out, you'll release it. The solid fuel engine will ignite, and then after that ignites, then you separate. Oh my gosh, I should have been paying attention there, but and then you let that spin stabilize, ignite it, and you get a bunch of delta V out of those solid kick motors. This still won't be a problem because I'll show you guys here in a minute. I don't want to keep that RCS on while that stage is still attached because that'll be a waste of fuel. So what we're going to do here is we're going to release when we reach back up here, and then I'm going to kick my RCS on. So we're going to go ahead and release, and then kick the RCS on, and then yeah, we're fine. This probe's so small it doesn't take much to stabilize it. You know, there we're going to turn that on too. So now we're back on track, and then we are going to kick on our engines like so. Okay, now we're on track. Now we're still burning and getting our delta V that we need. This is actually very stable. These engines usually are all over the place, but this probe looks pretty stable. It doesn't look like it's using much RCS fuel to keep it on point. That's good. Save as much fuel as we can save. 7-minute burn. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, since this is on its way to Jupiter, I'm going to cut the video here. Well, I'm not going to cut the video. I'm going to speed this part up for you guys, but the recording part is going to be done on the audio. So if you guys like this video, like and subscribe, please. And when we get back in the next episode, what we'll be doing is, I would like to do my moon missions. Moon missions take a lot of time, so I don't know if I could get it in the next video, because I'm obviously going to have my Mars launch. So what I'm probably going to do is do my Mars launch, and then we'll probably do the first half of the Apollo mission, and then that'll be it for the next video. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.